not for every team comp, that's for sure. So for village, you kind of have two options. You can come through here and take the fight up top and hopefully win this. And then
This is
rotate.
where the shield war begins.
Exactly, yeah. You can take this and then rotate the point. Or you can just come through main. The thing is that if the enemy team is not going to play dive, then if the enemy team's going to play a Ryan and you're going to play a Winston, then you just lose this immediately.
Yeah.
Because they just put everything that isn't Ryan back here and put Ryan like right here. And you can't get into them at all, and they just spam you down because you have Winston bubble and not Ryan shield, and it's just bad and not fun to fight at all. Like, this is almost never a good fight at our elo if you're playing dive comp. So, what we actually do with my team, because we have to play this quite a bit for University League, is we go through main. And we take point, and we just sit on point, and we wave at them from on the point.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. We'll get... Same thing will happen. We'll run on the point, and they're all just standing up there like, where are they?
Exactly.
Right here. We're already here.
Yeah.
And then they have to come down to you to fight.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that as they're coming down, if you're playing dive comp, you can just like stand on this side, right? And you just come back out and rotate. And then they're on point and you're over here and you're behind them now, and you just come back in and you just kill them. Because you're behind them and you just you pick a support, you jump on it, put a bubble around it, and it dies, and then you just win because the team fight is now 5v6.
Yep.
So that's really all of Nepal, is that you want to bait people into taking this top. So if they're taking top, then you take main. So like first you take main and they take top, right? And then they're like, oh, we're gonna like fake them out. We're gonna take main now. So you just take top and then you have high grounds.
Yeah. It's mind games in
Exactly.
Nepal edition.
Yeah. Yeah, this point is like 99% mind games. That said, we have to change my modes here. I have to turn on capture the flag so I can look at so we can look at different maps specifically. So maps off, capture the flag. We just looked at village. Now we're gonna look at sanctum because that's usually the second one. Now spawns are gonna be look a little bit different, but everything's gonna be pretty much the same on this one.
Cheers, love.
Yeah, it's just a day-night cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, sugar.
So
Hi.
God, I'm hitting caps lock instead of shift to fly.
oh no, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Really, the thing that I find really interesting about Nepal is that everything is really good for dive except for sanctum. On sanctum, the entire map is about this high ground right here.
Yep.
And this is the one where you actually want to take the shield war, because if you're playing, because you play either play triple tank or you play selfless comp, and then the tracer runs around the back and comes back here and one clips Nana, and then you just win. Or if you're gonna play triple tank, then you just walk up here and you just hopefully win the shield war with your spicy Junkrat tech or whatever that you want to play.
Your Junkrat carry.
Yeah, exactly. You come up here with your Junkrat carry and you just win.
Yeah, and you just walk up and just spam.
Yeah. So, assuming you win this, then what you want to do is you want to actually come all the way up here.
Hiya. 안녕.
And you want to stand like right here, right outside their spawn, and just hold them here, right? So typically, what you want to do is you actually want to take this side, and you want to just hold this angle right here, so that you can see them if they want to go around that way. And I think there's like a flank route over here that's kind of bad. Yeah, this is...
There's a lot of little, like, back hidden routes that don't... Same thing, don't get a whole lot of use. Like, sometimes I'll fly over here,
Yeah.
get this big health pack.
Yeah,
And
that's actually sick against the standard method of play. But what you want to do typically is you want to just like take control of this high ground and then come up here, and then spawn camp them the whole time. So the way you break that on the attacking side of Nepal is you crossfire them. So you come around the outside for that large health pack, or you come through this room that I'm in. Kind of, I guess. I mean, you can come through here, and then drop down, and then like sit right on the edge of point, like right here. And then like right here, if you're just like going back and forth onto the point, then Roadhog can't hit you with hook, and they kind of have to come back and deal with you, and then your team gets an entryway. So those are really your best options to deal with the forward aggressive hold. But that kind of requires you to switch to dive comp. So really the best thing is to just, like, if you want to play dive on this, it's still viable. You just have to play it, like, you just have to play it around coming back in off of losing this, or you can just play point and play this room back here if you want. That's an option too. But if they have a Roadhog, he's just going to eat you for lunch if you're standing back in here. So playing dive on this is kind of not that fun. I actually think Selfless Comp is probably the sickest thing that you can play on Sanctum, because...
When you say that, you mean 3 DPS, right?
No. Selfless Comp is Reinhardt, Roadhog, Tracer, Soldier, Ana, Lucio.
I see.
So the whole point is that you have everyone else up here, and then you have Sinatra, who is
Wicked!
over here, just making their Reinhardt's life hell. just making sure he has no fun playing Overwatch whatsoever, and getting really nice pulse bombs right here.
Fun is absolutely illegal in this game.
Exactly. Fun is completely illegal, especially for Reinhardt players. But yeah, so that's so really, like, Selfless Comp is probably the best thing to play if your Tracer's really good, because she can come around and single-handedly create openings for your team, and it gives Tracer a lot of access to a lot of carry potential that she otherwise doesn't have as much in other team comps.
Self-destruct sequence.
Like, obviously Tracer can carry in every single team comp ever, but that's you have to be soon in order to carry in some comps. Like 3 DPS, you have to be soon to carry. Because Genji and Winston is so good, and Genji Tracer is, and Winston Tracer is slightly less good. But yeah, so that's Sanctum, kind of, is essentially you want to control this, and then if you win this, you push their spawn. And then if they win and they're pushing your spawn, then you come around to the point. And then they're forced to come back and deal with you, and that gives the rest of your team an entry path. And yeah, that's about it. So you want to play, in that comp, I would say probably put me on the Ana, Noodle on Tracer. If Ken is comfortable trying to learn Lucio, then that would be good. Or Bosp was recommended as a Lucio player in the Gilded page on, like, and basically every single one of our team comps that it spat out for me, so we could do that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And then, so I guess we kind of play like that, basically. Is we play so we play like Rhine and Hog, and we put Achilles on Soldier probably, Noodle on Tracer, and me and Ken on Lucio and Ana preferably, but if we really have to play the Mercy in that comp, then it's not the worst thing ever. So that's Sanctum, I guess. As for maps,
It's funny, like these like hallways down here, they go, you know, that's where you're like if you're stuck in the spawn room here,
yeah.
you're supposed to be going out this way to try to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see people do it? No.
No, because it doesn't. A lot of the times it doesn't work very well, to be honest.
Nah.
Because this is such a small choke. If your whole team goes down this, then Ryan just like stands right here, and
Yeah.
Roadhog gets free hooks, and
I don't
Ryan
even
gets
mean that.
a million
I mean,
damage on every single fire strike, and it's just bad. It's bad news bears through here.
I don't even try to see people let people like, you know, if the other team has a tracer, the tracer will just keep trying to go center. Instead of trying to go around to harass, to try to break up the build up in here, I guess.
Yeah, well, in that case, the tracer is just throwing, but you know, it's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're going to come back out. We're going to take Shrine, and we're going to have a look at that.
Once we're done with Nepal, I gotta head out.
No problem. I'll just annoy Bosp then, after I'm done. After
Hi.
I'm done here. Oh, hey, man.
The cavalry's here.
Yep, sorry. Been in here for a minute. Didn't say hi.
Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. We're just,
listen to us.
yeah, we're just discussing, King of the Hill here, because for some reason, you guys wanted to learn how to play Nepal, so we're learning to play Nepal today.
I thought there was good reason. Because we get stomped on the ball.
That's fair. I mean, it's a good
Everyone hates
idea. I
Nepal.
just didn't expect four votes for Nepal.
Enemy spotted.
Everyone hates Nepal.
Yeah. My, what I suggest will probably be colored a little by the fact that I really like playing dive comp, and dive comp is really fun for me, but, you know.
Yeah.
You guys can
That's fair.
take that as you will.
No, I mean I would like to throw in more dive comp. I mean, I think we have the build for it.
I
just
agree,
need-
yeah.
We just need to finish building it.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a half-assed built dive comp.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, you guys play a mean rogue dive, and I think if you played the Winston instead of the Roadhog, you guys could very easily get yourselves to, I don't know, probably plat. Just one-tricking that specific team comp all the way up.
We've come across a lot of people who will do it.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted.
I mean, Roadhog is sick, but the thing is, playing him in dive is that, especially with a diva as kind of your main tank, he's just an ult machine. Unless he's like getting every single hook every 8 seconds on cooldown, and he's Emong or Gods and just winning you the fight by himself. You know, so it's all 99% of the time I would say it's probably not worth playing the Roadhog in that comp, unless the other team has a really sick Pharah that you're trying to deal with. Then you have potential to play the Roadhog there, but it's not the greatest thing ever. But on Shrine, really what you want to do is you want to be the first ones to the point, and it's just a long brawl around this.
It's just a pillar dance. I mean, that's all you're doing.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
hopping and dancing around this pillar.
Yeah.
Enemy
Like a
spotted.
ritualistic sacrifice to win the point.
And basically, whoever takes the side with the big health pack is probably the team that's going to win, because they have easier access to the big health pack and they can get back faster from it. So if you can, try to take this half, like that. Sorry, Farah.
No big deal.
But yeah, try to take this half if you can. If not, then just burst them down, play dive comp again, either triple DPS or Winston Diva, and yeah, just like win like that is basically the goal. Yeah, I mean, like, King of the Hill is a lot less about positioning and stuff like that, and it's more about just like who plays dive comp better a lot of the time, because King of the Hill is King of the Hill, and it's so like all the maps are really good for dive, and it's really I don't know. It's just it's difficult to justify not playing
Wait
dive,
for it.
and it's so easy to play dive on these, and it's so difficult to take one. It's so difficult to take a point away from a dive comp because they have so much mobility and so much ability to stall.
I think this point especially, if you have a Winston, I mean that bubble is going to cover so much space, and
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a tiny point.
Mhm.
I mean, you're going to get almost a good, like almost like a quarter of it, if not a little bit more, just covered from that bubble,
Yeah.
or with that bubble rather.
Yeah, and like what you really want to do, to be honest, on this point, is you want to get the brawl started like right here, and then Winston wants to go out here and kill an Ana.
Yeah, you
'Cause
want to
if-
drag everyone in and go.
Exactly. Or like Winston and Tracer and stuff can brawl on the point, but somebody needs to go into the back to kill their supports, and someone else on the other team will be in the back trying to kill your supports, and it's really just about whoever wins that little mini duel. And
Who
so
can kill
having
Grandma first?
yeah, exactly. And having the peel tank is actually really good because if your Zenyatta isn't Unco and can't win 1v1s with the same frequency that Unco can, then it's really hard to justify not playing the peel tank unless you're really confident in your ability to burst the other team down so quickly that the fact that your Zenyatta is dead does not matter at all. Or your Lucio can just stick with the
Or Lucio just does this and contest the whole time.
yeah. I mean, Lucio can like hang out with the Zen and peel for him, but really it's really difficult to justify not playing the peel comp on this point or on any King of the Hill point. Triple DPS is really good, but you have to kill things faster than they can kill. You have to kill 6 people faster than they can kill your Zen, basically.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to do. You can do it, but it's really difficult. I personally would argue for the peel tank, preferably with a Genji instead of the Pharah that you guys play, but the Pharah is sick too, because Pharah is just good on King of the Hill in general as well, because it's just one big long mid fight a lot of the time. So yeah, that's Nepal, I guess, and talk to you later, Sky.
Alright, I'll see you guys.
Yep, and I'm gonna
Alright,
record.
keep Blackwing.
Totally. I'm gonna record all this, and then that way we can watch it back at a later time. So, a couple of quick notes on things in this area. This is just high ground, I guess. And then this side is like large health pack. And this is cliff health pack. I mean, like, there's really not a whole ton of stuff to say on King of the Hill. It's just like, oh, they're to the left of the point, or to the right of the point from our spawn, and that's really about it. So, yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah. I mean, King of the Hill isn't really very complicated. It's just who plays, it's just who's carry DPS.